Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again, and I have a face that you might be familiar with from your past experiences on the channel on the screen. We've got none other than Mr. 7 out of 10. We've got none other than Mr. Kurofest. We've got none other than Jenazad. And the discussion that we're going to be having today is about a topic that I think he's not going to be very comfortable with. And that is the fact that Jenazad over here has to be the biggest fucking grifter I've ever seen in the space. And when you want to think about the word grifter, it's actually pretty easy to understand. This is a person that flip-flops their position on some pretty hard opinionated topics just for the purpose of maintaining, getting as much profit as possible, getting as much engagement as possible, or as much success as possible. They really have no conviction. They will change their mind on the whim, and of course, will likely be one of the more toxic individuals in the space. And the unfortunate part about this is that this isn't actually a video that I was going to make, but because of some recent claims and accusations from Jenazad himself, I've got to make them. What you're going to see over here is a deleted VOD from yesterday's stream, or really this morning's stream for Jenna. And the reason is a little bit obvious for why we're going to be looking at this. He mentioned me. He mentioned my name, and the VOD is nowhere to be found on Kick and nowhere to be found on Twitch. Somebody had to upload it themselves in an unlisted YouTube video for us to have access to it. And this is the reason for why it's not available anymore. Jenazad was talking about gacha revenue over here, and he made the claim that the Genshin dev team was looking down on the other teams at Hoyoverse and that they know best. And when people asked him for proof, Jenna said that he had some close contacts that were willing to vouch for that info, but wasn't willing to share who they were or what their names are. So that's the context of this clip. Let's hear what he says now.
There's some people that I trust that have worked there that I believe.
My dad works at Nintendo.
I sound like Saint Tontos now? No, I'm not literally making something up out of thin air. I've actually literally been told it by multiple people. So that you see the difference is I've actually talked to another human before.
So Jenna implies a lot of things with that statement. He implies that I just make things up. I never show proof. I just conjure up every single take from no formative information in my head and then regurgitate it to an audience, right? No proof, nothing, ever. Bold claim to make when I show receipts and evidence in almost every single video I've ever made. And if I don't, it's probably because it's a joke vid. So yeah, bold claim to make. And one thing you can see over here, guys. Jenna's basically saying that I lie all the time to his audience. Jenna's saying that I don't talk to people ever. Where's his proof that I do any of those things? Where's the clip of me lying after I fabricate something in my head? Where's the proof of me not talking to any people IRL, even though there are literally photos of me going to the gym with Tectone? It's crazy that he would say things like this in such a circumstance, right? And so what I wanted to do was refute some of these accusations and let you all know that the person making them is the problem. The person making them is the grifter. And so why would you listen to the guy that's just spreading false information all the fucking time? So without further ado, let's just go ahead and start breaking down how all of this grifting started and where the journey is for him right now. So the grifting for Jenazad, I think, really hit ahead during the Wuthering Waves anniversary. And I've got one excerpt over here that really, in my opinion, nails perfectly the type of person that he is. In this section of the VOD over here, we're going to have a gacha cast held by Tectone right after the Wuwa 2.3 livestream. 2.3 was the anniversary. And I'm going to be going into here with the take that, yes, we as players might be a little bit disappointed in the anniversary as a whole, but we should wait and see to see what the numbers are in terms of Astrite count, pull count, before immediately saying that this patch is just going to be bad.
They'll rotate the shop later, right? And there might be good stuff in there.
But it's like, you can view it from the perspective of there's actually quite a bit of fucking pulls coming in if that 35 number is true. And that's why I think waiting to see how much these events actually give is pretty important, right? To make a final judgment.
Isn't that just one of the most fair and well-reasoned takes that somebody can have? Can't we just wait and see how many pulls and how many actual rewards we finally have once more information comes out to say that a patch is really bad? And look at this dude.
Actually give is pretty...
Look at this dude. And then let's hear what he has to say next.
Pretty important, right? To make a final judgment. Because I'm pretty sure that 10 that we just saw kind of came out of nowhere, right? Like, that 10 was not in the live stream. And I guess reading the patch notes, we found out there was 10 more. And then we don't know how much the asteroid reward...
Oh, yeah, I just talked over him because he's a weak-willed little pussy. Oh, sorry, that's just a side comment.
...rewards are for the events. And so, who knows? It might be like fucking 40 overall if you, like, do everything.
Okay, wait. First of all, I don't think it's fair for us to speak in theoreticals, because if they were truly so good, I don't know why they wouldn't just announce them. Why would you... Let's pretend there's 100 hidden polls. They're not just going to be like...
We're not speaking in theoretical.
Remember, guys, all I said was, can't we wait to see how good or bad the rewards are before calling the entire patch bad? That was my take. Can't we wait to see the final rewards before calling this entire patch bad? And this is this dude's response. He starts going into this whole, oh, we can't be over here talking about theoreticals, bro.
We're saying, let's wait and see how much they give.
Yeah, that is a theoretical how much that they're going to give. We don't know.
Wait, so
theoretical how much they're going to give.
So just saying, let's wait to see how much they give before making a final judgment on how shit the rewards are.
We're not making a final judgment. This is not the final judgment. The patch is not hit yet.
What the fuck is this guy even saying at this point?
This is our initial judgment. That's what we're doing right now.
So that's just I don't.
I'm confused too. I'm confused too, because I got no fucking clue what this guy's even saying anymore. My statement of, can't we just wait to see to fully deem if the patch is bad? That's one of the most. You can't really disagree with that statement because it's just a rational thing to do. But this guy is grifting so hard, feeding on the negativity of the anniversary so hard that he's looking for like any reason to say that it's bad, even turning the most harmless statement ever into another opportunity to attack the anniversary. This, to me, is one of the biggest examples of that fucking grifting. And thankfully, right? Thankfully, because this guy is actually stupid, and then he decided to tell his entire Woo-Wah fan base to go re-roll IRL, because he told them to go re-roll IRL, and that he was, like, going to Kurofest, and so that he was, like, worth more as a human than they were. The Woo-Wah community saw right through that bullshit, and you know, they absolutely cut him out of it. That's what occurred. That's why he can't really make any Woo-Wah videos anymore. That's why he's not streaming it, despite what he might tell you. And so that's just what happened to Jenazad when it comes to Wuthering Waves. That's a little bit of context. Now, we got to get into the real line item for today, because I've got something prepared for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, and that's going to be a video from about 9 months ago that will show you just how much this grifting has evolved over time. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it has gotten worse. So if you guys want like a little bit of like a breakdown, right, of what my experience with Arknight's Endfield, let's just say I have some very strict thoughts about its gacha system. I uploaded this video a while ago, 10 months ago, actually before Jenna's vid, and that's going to be important for the timeline. I uploaded this video 10 months ago before Jenazad's, talking about how dog shit the system was. The fact that you can have, if you don't game the system right, 119 pulls disappear into thin air and be absolutely worthless to your account. Any system where a player can lose 119 pulls and get nothing out of it is a bad system in my end. But Jenazad has some different thoughts to share. And don't worry, guys, I'm pulling a receipt for every single one of these points because Jenna just so desperately wanted to insist that I make everything up. And so what better way to prove good old Mr. 7 out of 10 wrong other than bringing proof for everything? So let's hear what Jenna said about the system.
Now let's talk about the hotly debated topic of the gacha system. In my opinion, everyone who's saying it's bad has not played the game and is clueless.
Hey guys, if you don't gain access to the first closed beta test of a game and all you get is details about the gacha, the pricing, and all of that, you have no idea what you're talking about unless you also got closed beta access like me. Unless you also have closed beta access, you can't say shit about the gacha.
It's much better than people are led to believe.
It's
Let me explain
amazing.
why. It's a 0.8% 6-star pull rate and has a 50-50 system, which sounds like total trash at first to me. The pity is 80 with a soft pity around 65, I believe.
Yeah?
After losing pity, at 120 pulls total
yeah?
on the banner, you automatically get the 6-star. Pity
Yep. 120 pulls to get an auto 6-star, but you can lose an infinite number of 50-50s.
does carry over. However, once the 50-50 is lost, the progress towards the 120 pity is not.
Yep. So he highlights over here. The game has a 120 pity that does not carry over between banners. And so if you do not reach the 120 pity during the duration of the banner, every single pull you made on that banner is useless and will not count towards anything.
This caused a ton of controversy, but
Doesn't it just sound bad? It just sounds like it's not good. But Jenna at the start of this section said, if you don't think this is good, you just don't know what you're talking about.
be honest, don't pull when you aren't ready to go all in. That's the point of the pity.
Guys, just don't pull until you have 120. It's amazing.
Everyone's become pretty Genshin pilled and pulls non-stop on every banner.
And if you want to have a pity that carries over, that just means you're a dumb Genshin player.
But most gachas don't have the pity carry over, and while it sucks, people need to have some self-control in this game.
Get over it. Get some fucking self-control.
People need to use the pity to their advantage.
They need to learn. They need to read a guide on how to do the gacha. Endfield is going to be one of those advanced games. You need a guide for the game, and you also need a guide on how to pull on the gacha. But that's good. Or it was good back then. This was a good system 9 months ago.
And while you may disagree, the pull income seems really good to offset this. Every month from only the daily and weeklies, gained currency you get is about 40 pulls, which is huge.
Wait, did he say it's 40 pulls in a month? A patch lasts like a month and a half. So that's 60 pulls a patch.
No stories, side quests, or events included. Also, did I mention the banner characters so far go to the standard banner after their run ends?
Okay, the stuff that he's saying is a little bit outdated over here, so it doesn't necessarily matter too much. The main takeaway is that Jenna said 120 pity that doesn't carry over, it's fine. If you have problems with it, it's your fault. You're the problem if you don't think that Arknight's Enfield's gacha system is good. You got no idea what you're talking about, or you never played it. That was the take 9 months ago. And this is why I'm going to be calling Jenazad a fucking grifter. Because this is suddenly his take now when the gacha system in the game has not been updated.
Just competitive price the shit out of them. Oh, your pity's at 70, ours is at 60. Oh, your price is at
Smack
this,
is
our
on the
price
phone
is
with
20%
Jenna.
cheaper.
The pull system in this game is so odd because, okay, I think the weapons is really good, I think.
Yeah.
But you were just glazing the characters. Why isn't the character banner good when 9 months ago, after all of your incredible beta experience, when you were getting... Did he get paid for this one? Who knows? Maybe he got paid for this one. And wouldn't it be surprising if Jenna got paid for this video? He just didn't disclose it. Hey, but I'll admit, that's something I don't know. I'll admit, I'll introduce the topic out there, but I'll admit, Jenna, just like you, I don't have proof that you were sponsored for this video where you said the system was amazing, but I guess now it's not good. Maybe you don't have a sponsor right now.
As far as I can tell, it seems really good, but bro, stop making 50-50. People are tired of this shit, man.
Yep.
Like, this game can get away with it just because it has the, you know, Arknights.
Got the juice, yeah.
But I thought that if you just had 120, and you were able to pull, and you only pulled when you needed to, I thought it's perfectly fine. Wait, nothing has changed with this. Guys, nothing has changed. It's the same fucking
the 120
system.
pity is not. This caused a ton of controversy, but don't pull when you aren't ready to go all.
Wait, but I thought we were just supposed to not pull until we're ready to go all in, and then the system's good. But he's complaining about the 50-50 here. So which one is it? The 50-50 wasn't an issue 9 months ago because all you needed to do was just save 120, but now the 50-50 is an issue. This is what I call grifting. Because one of the big things that everyone said about this gacha system being dog shit is the fact that you can lose an infinite number of 50-50s in a row, even on your way to 120. You can get 6 stars on the way to 120, and all of them could be a lost 50-50. That system, combined with the fact that the pity doesn't carry over, makes this terrible. But before, it was fine. You just didn't need to pull until you're ready to go all in. But now it's not so good.
Because of that, but like all these other games you see copying it, if you don't have a big name like that behind you, you cannot do that. People are tired of this shit. They're done.
And 5,000 for the currency. What the fuck are we cooking here, bro? What is going on with this?
I will say, I'm a little glad that I just don't see the number 1,600.
So now they're talking about how much the currency costs, but then Jenna was also on the record just talking about, well, people need to use pity to their advantage, and you get so many pulls, right? You get the 40 pulls and stuff. So maybe they changed some numbers in the back end, and that's why the numbers seem lower in the new beta test.
Just don't have.
But his critiques for the 50-50, the pity, all of that, they seem to have done a complete 180. And this is why I think it happened. When I said that Arknights had the worst gacha system in gacha gaming 10 months ago, nobody agreed with me. Because, well, I'm the person that starts these movements, right? They decide to agree with me afterwards when the public sees my take and then agrees with it as well. Then other people view it as a friendly opportunity to agree with me as well. And this is what's going on over here. We got Braxophone talking about how dog shit the gacha is where the pity doesn't carry over. You had Gacha Smack going in, talking about how dog shit.
God, how much this shit cost?
The pricing.
5K?
As well as the lack of pity carryover is. And then suddenly, now that every other CC in the space that could have been covering Endfield is unilaterally saying the gacha system is fucking cooked, well, suddenly we are doing a 180 on every single take that we made regarding the gacha system in this original video. This is the difference between someone that grifts and somebody that doesn't. I haven't, in 10 months, adjusted a single one of my takes from this video. And this is the thing. I got brigaded to fucking high hell for this one. I didn't change my mind on anything. This guy gets tweets from his CC peers and then starts crumbling like a fucking piece of origami. What a clapped walnut. And this is the guy, ladies and gentlemen, going around saying shit like this about me.
I sound like Saint Tontos now? No, I'm not literally making something up out of thin air. I've actually literally been told it by multiple people.
Well, I guess you are the motherfucker that is flip-flopping your takes about games depending on what public opinion wants right now. Because public opinion was all about glazing Arknight's gacha system. It was all about glazing the fuck out of it 10 months ago. And then the 10 months since you've been glazing the fuck, since this was the popular opinion, Stella Sora came out with the same gacha system, and then everyone shit on it. Then Enfield's beta test 2 comes out, everyone shits on the gacha system, and now he has the exact opposite opinion. Funny how that occurs. And so you've had a guy flip-flop on the game for Endfield. He literally flip-flopped for Wuwa's anniversary. If you guys can't see a pattern that's going on right now, let me just read it out for you. You'll see Jenazad flip-flop about Chaos Zero Nightmare. You'll see him flip-flop about whatever fucking game is coming out next, because this is his bread and butter. This is what he does. He is literally all about changing his mind to best suit what he believes an audience is going to believe. Genuinely, one of the most inauthentic motherfuckers in the space. And I have shown you with literal receipts, with literal evidence, the examples of how he does it. And this is how Jenazad responds to my takes, to my reasoning. He simply just says that I'm lying and doesn't show a shred of evidence. Never shows even the smallest bit of proof. He just says I'm lying, and his proof is because I said so. What a fucking guy.
Thin air, I've actually literally been told it by multiple people. So that you see the differences, I've actually like talked to another human before.
And the implication that this table beating MMA performance on furniture performing guy is going around insinuating that I don't have the ability to communicate socially with individuals when he can't get through a fucking YouTube video without fucking karate chopping his desk. What the fuck are we doing here, guys? Like, I can't even begin to rationalize how there's so little sense actually being made over here. So yeah, let this be another reminder for this grifting motherfucker. Keep my name out of your slimy little mouth, little bro, unless you want me to drop another video on you, because I can do this every day. I am constantly prepared. And the thing is, even if I'm not prepared, there's so many instances of you being a grifting piece of shit that I don't have to look for very long to be prepared. So do keep that in mind, bucko, before you decide to go on another retarded little tangent like this on another one of your shitty little streams, okay? Because if this is what you want to do and you're gonna erase your VOD again because you're scared of me finding it,
Oh no, please delete the one on Twitch. Delete the one on Kick too. Fuck it, delete the one that we don't have on YouTube as well.
you deleting that just gives me the sign to go looking. Because the only time, Jenazad, you delete any of your VODs is when you mention my name in the VOD. That is literally the only time you delete your VODs. It's when you mention my name in them. Everybody knows that's why you fucking delete them. So why don't you just stop mentioning me unless you want to get fucking cooked? Because it happened today and it'll happen again in the future. Let me know what you all thought about this one, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.